here.
All right. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining in to Let's Chat with Christy, my ace, my boon, my sister from another mister, and myself, Michelle. We have some great things in store for you today. We do want to mention the wall, actually. We are aware that this wall is backwards. Isn't the wall amazing, though?
You guys, it has so many inspirational things on it, but you can't really read it.
But that's okay. We're working on it. Not some serious technical difficulties. We'll fix it eventually. We are aware of it.
Yeah, it's because there is an update done. Because a few months ago, I've done videos in front of this wall before, and it was fine. But the latest update on the Android took off the mirroring feature, and now literally, if I use my forward-facing camera, you get backwards words. And this is actually not just our set, but it's part of my house, so I'm not taking it down. So if we have to put something up, which I think that's what Michelle's going to suggest, put something up and make another background, we're just going to have to do that. But for now, it's here. So, yes.
So today we have in store for you, we're going to talk about some current events. We're going to discuss a recipe, a very yummy recipe.
You don't even know. You're about to get your life. You're about to get your life.
We're going to also discuss sports and your significant other, as well as... you want to introduce the...
Oh, we're going to do the last two things that we're going to do today. We're going to do just a quick 5 tips that we came up with. It's the end of the year. I know you guys are aware. There are 2.5 months left of this year, and just a plan of how you can end the year just as strong as you started it. And then we have our spotlight for today. We are going to be featuring businesses and venture. If you have a new venture, or if we're trying to encourage and uplift and promote people, just to support other people.
Yes.
So our first person is Cindy Arce, and her company's name, The Queen P. You have to stay tuned so I can let you guys know more about that.
Stay tuned.
Please stay tuned. Stay to the end. Okay, we're going to try not to make this too long this week. Also, we ask that you be patient with us because we've been getting good feedback and a lot of good constructive criticism, especially from family. April, thank you for all of yours.
You're the bomb, Abe.
It helps us to make this show really on the level and the standard that we want it to be. So thank you guys for your feedback. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to share the video.
Absolutely.
What's first? What are we doing first?
So first we're going to discuss, you have a current event you want to mention?
Yes. So you guys remember in high school, and I had to do it in college, but we had to come up with a current event or something that we found that was interesting.
Was that social studies? Or
yeah, I hated social studies. So I found this real quick. I wanted to tell you guys about it. It's the title of it is "This App Could Help Save Your Life." So it's an app. I'm going to read it real quick. It says public safety officials in Prince George's County, shout out to PG County, that's in the DC area,
PG.
Hope that a new mobile app could save lives in situations where every second counts. On Wednesday, the county fire and EMS department launched. The name of the app is Pulse Point. Pulse Point. Hopefully it's a free app. If not, it's worth it, you guys. It's designed to connect CPR trained users to cardiac emergencies nearby. Pulse Point is connected to the county's 911 dispatching system. When someone reports a sudden cardiac arrest, Pulse Point users in the area, so if you have the app, are alerted to the location where they can offer assistance.
I think that's pretty cool.
I think that's bomb.com because it's like, so say you have an emergency and someone's calling 911 and the ambulance is, say, 10-15 minutes out, but the person who's having the emergency literally does not have 10 to 15 minutes.
Right. They need help right then and
there.
Yeah.
So if Michelle, because I wouldn't trust me, we're both CPR certified, but I'd freak out. I don't know how much help I would be, but if Michelle's nearby, say she's in the same grocery store as this person, and she has the app and she's alerted, she goes right to that person and she does what she's trained to do. So I thought this was such a cool app to share with you guys. If you are CPR trained, I would say go and get Pulse Point.
Check it out.
I'm going to get my kids because I told them stay in that room and I'm hearing doors close.
Gotta love the kids.
Gotta love them. I love them. Children, I hear you. That's a problem. Wait till she's done with the bathroom. Sorry, I should have put my church finger up.
All right, so getting into our next segment of the show, we are going to discuss what we are sipping on in our cups.
What is it?
And it's not alcohol.
It's not alcohol.
No.
But you can add rum. Bourbon. You can add bourbon in this.
If you want to. So today we are going to discuss about a slow cooker caramel, salted caramel, hot chocolate.
Yeah. You guys, it's good.
Yeah. It's
I'm
pretty
not
amazing.
even, it's really, 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 really rich. So we decided to do it because when I'm walking the dog in the morning, it's super cold. But it's really starting to get cooler in the mornings, and then it's going to be winter, it's going to be cold, and everyone likes, well, a lot of people like hot chocolate. But also for convenience, because I'm always going to tell you guys, we're mothers. So if you can just throw everything in the crock pot.
Fix it and forget it.
And then it's done a couple of hours later, why not, right? So you have the ingredients. First of all, caramel all over my hands.
So this recipe takes about 2 hours to make. Might take a little bit longer just to fit, depending on the manufacturer of your crock pot. But so we use 2 cups of the semi-sweet chocolates. I use Ghirardelli's.
Because she bougie like that.
Not bougie. I just like Ghirardelli's.
Ghirardelli's
chocolate.
is good chocolate.
So, and then a half a cup of caramels. You can just get the wrapped caramels, unwrap them, pop them in there. 4 cups of milk. You got 2 cups of heavy cream. You know, sea salt.
I didn't put the sea salt on ours. The sea salt's for like afterwards. But they did say, and we're going to post all of this, you guys, before the end of the week. I'm not going to say tomorrow. But the sea salt's for afterwards. You're just going to stir it in there after the 2 hours is done. But if you don't want the sea salt, that was one of the optional ingredients.
And then a little bit of vanilla, about a tablespoon of vanilla. Mix it all in there. Wait for 2 hours. You want to check it.
Check it and stir it. I would stir it occasionally. And then we put the Cool Whip on top. And then we put the caramel on top. And then we drank it and got our entire lives. It's really, really rich. Yes. So I'm not really one to always follow a recipe to a T. Michelle's not either. We will take a base recipe and then kind of tweak it. So it said a half a cup of caramels, and I got like a little bit like upset. I literally out loud was like, why would you say a half a cup of caramel when, first of all, the caramels are too big to fit, like in a half a cup, like literally it's only like 8.
Yeah.
So I added like 3, 4, maybe 5 extra caramels in there. And
we'll gauge it.
Yeah. And it depends on how rich, and this is really, really, really rich. So it depends on how rich you want it. Michelle was talking about the other day how you can, if you want, when you go in a coffee house, it could be Starbucks or Dunkin', you can switch out. People want soy milk and almond milk and coconut milk.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of things you were saying you would switch out. What was it?
There was. So instead of using the semi-sweet Ghirardelli's chocolate, there is Carbo chocolate, and you can find that in like Wegmans or Whole Foods. Call me bougie if you want, but this is what I like. And it's actually what I can have. I can't have too much of the chocolate. But you could switch that out for the semi-sweet chocolate. Instead of using regular cow's milk, you can use coconut milk in replace of the cow's milk. And
I wonder, can you use almond milk? Because I know Mom.
Absolutely. You could even use almond milk.
A lot of people are drinking almond milk.
Yeah,
now.
you could even use almond milk instead. Yep. And then instead of the whipped cream, which we use today, you can actually use coconut milk. The coconut milk that you find in the can, you can freeze it, whip it up, and put it on the top of your drink. Yeah.
It's probably just as good. And it's healthier. This is super, you guys don't even understand. It's so good. I heard that Starbucks also carries the salted caramel hot chocolate. I've never had it, but there's no way it's better than this. Anyways, make it.
In it. You know what's going into what you're making. It doesn't have all those additives
and
extras.
And let's see, I paid $1.87 for a whole pack of caramels, right? How much would you say the chocolate chips are? Just like a regular bag of the Toffee House in the grocery store.
They're
no more than
like $2-3.
$3.
Yeah.
So what is that? 3, 4. So we'll say $5. Everybody has milk usually, so you don't even count that. And vanilla, a teaspoon. You can buy depending on where you shop, a small thing of vanilla for next to nothing. But this makes a whole batch, like 8 to 10 cups of the hot cocoa. Well, when you go to Starbucks, you're going to pay about
Anywhere from $5
To $7?
up to $7
For
a
one
drink,
cup.
depending on the size you get. Yeah.
So this is it's it's in it,
Yeah.
and it saves you money, and it's delicious. Moving on to the next
Absolutely.
thing. You guys try it. If you try anything that we suggest, leave us a comment or let us know that you tried it and that you liked it, or what you didn't like, or if you tweak it, share that with us, and we'll share it with everyone else.
Absolutely. So moving on to the next segment.
You guys, it's about to be really funny.
So this is why we have on our sports t-shirts today.
Yes.
This segment is especially dedicated to the
fellas.
fellas.
I got
sports
real
lovers.
feedback from the guys on this one. Okay, so I wrote down most of the comments that I got. Basically, this part of the show, we thought since it's football season, it is the preseason for NBA, and then for baseball, something's going on.
Something's going on
What
for
is it
baseball.
called?
We
And
couldn't
this is
figure
actually
out. We actually couldn't figure out what it's called, and this is
finals, or
this is kind of why we're actually talking about
this is why we're doing it. So, ladies, first of all, the comments that I read, I will not tell you who sent me these comments because we're not trying to break up a happy home. Females, don't have an attitude. Don't get tooty, okay? These are just the guys being honest. And it's really actually going to help me out when basketball season comes around with my husband. So this segment is basically to include or not to include ... your significant other when watching sports. So I asked some of the guys to send me a list. If you could come up with a set of rules that your significant other has to abide by in order to watch sports with you, what would be on that list? We got a lot of the same comments. We got some comments that I think I didn't even think about, that I'm like, man, I'm glad I asked so I can, I'm not really aware that I do it. And then we had some comments that one was inappropriate that I will not. I may mention it a little bit, but because it's guy talk. Like this is what they say. So
You're right.
I asked my husband to do a list, and he sent the list, and I popped off on two of them. I was like, "Is this about me? You talking about me?" So yeah,
So we're gonna get right into this. We're gonna first discuss through our research. We came across a couple of things that they say that we should do, right?
Right. Or not do.
Or not do if we're watching sports with our significant other. So the first one is to familiarize yourself with the game. So what are the basics? What is a touchdown? What is a foul?
Where's the 3-point line?
What's a home run?
What's a foul with baseball? I think it's out of bounds.
Yeah.
We need to familiarize
some help,
ourselves.
okay.
Like, how many points is a touchdown? It's 6. For
I'm so
NFL,
embarrassed.
is it 6,
so
you guys?
embarrassed because
Gentlemen,
I thought it was 7. Oh my god!
I think it's 6.
And I've been
then
watching
and then they kick for the 7th point.
Oh, maybe that's right. You might be right.
I think. Look and see what they're saying. I think it's, what is it?
So
World
it's the
Series.
World Series for baseball.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cousin Terrell. Thank you.
Okay, and how many points is a touchdown? Is it 6?
Come on, guys.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
High five.
Thank
I definitely
you.
did. I definitely thought it was 7, and I'm embarrassed.
But you have a chance. They do have a chance after they do it to get the extra point.
okay,
So
the
you were
extra
still
point.
on
Okay.
point. Okay, what's the
Okay,
next
so
one?
the next one is to learn major players. So learn who the major players are, like your Steph Currys, your Cam Newtons, your, who was it for baseball?
Girl, who's on the back of my shirt?
Does he even play anymore?
I don't know.
Okay. But learn who
Familiarize
your
yourself.
major players are.
Learn who your major players are. Yes. Because that at least opens a car. At least makes it seem like you know something about the game and you're not just trying to wing it.
Absolutely.
It's like you did your homework. You get a little bit of respect for
Absolutely.
doing your homework.
Absolutely. Another thing is to don't root for the other team. And I may be guilty in this, but women, we like to annoy men. And sometimes we purposely root for the other team.
Yeah.
You're guilty of this, aren't you? Why are you looking at me like that?
Okay, I do root for the other team, but not to get Travis mad, but I'm very competitive. So it's like, if you're going for the Warriors and they're playing whoever they play, I don't even care if it's a good team. I'm going for the other team, but it's because it's like,
Worth
yay, I'm beating you, and like I think
it's a competitive thing.
yes, it's
Okay.
competitive.
Okay.
And so it gives me something to root for. But I guess that's not proper.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Oh,
Please forgive
Bluetooth.
us. Bluetooth speakers having a little fit over here.
Okay, what's next?
So the next one.
You guys
is,
remember these are the online answers.
Yeah, the online.
The other questions we're gonna let you know.
So the next one is: do not make him choose between you and the game. Don't do it, ladies.
That's so tacky.
It is.
You guys, it's just not fair. Like, if you have a good guy, he's giving you enough attention. If it's time for the game, don't be like, babe, can you come help me real quick? I actually have been, but when I do it, I'm going to give excuses this whole segment. It's just real quick, like, I can't reach something. I want Travis to come, but that's...
You being worse. Yeah, okay. Don't do it, Chris.
Okay.
Don't do
Hey,
it.
this is why we're doing this. I'm also going to take note. I'm taking my notes. I'm going to try to go about these.
Okay, so the next one is know his team.
At least know the man's team.
Just know who your man is
Know
rooting
who
for.
he's rooting for. And you know what?
And don't root against him. Just go with it.
Even if it's
Go
just
with
like
it.
friendly.
No, go with it, ladies.
Okay.
If he likes that team, you like that team as well. Bottom line.
But do you remember, Travis used to like the Celtics, and when we went to New York, I bought those cute Celtics shorts and a cute Celtics shirt to be his cheerleader.
He didn't like it?
He loved it because I was rooting for his team.
Exactly.
I'm giving myself points.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll pat you on the back. Okay. All right.
Thanks.
Good job, Chris.
And there's one more, right?
And the last one is...
Oh, get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Get into it and celebrate with him.
That's right.
If his team scores a touchdown, get hype. If his player makes a three, get hype. Okay, just celebrate with him. This is if you do not want to be dismissed from the playing sports with your guy. Those are some of the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Watching sports. Those are some of the rules that we found online. Now I'm going to get to the fun part. I got to read these off, you guys, because there's so many. These are Facebook comments. I put the question out there, and these are some of the answers that we got back. Mm-hmm. One person says, I prefer to watch without the kids. That was a new dad, so I totally got why he said that. And I think my husband...
Especially if you have younger kids. You know,
right.
the babies.
You hear the babies in the back. They're about to be in trouble after this show.
If you got a grown man like I do, then he's watching it with you. But
yeah. So he says, I prefer to watch without the kids. One person says, don't try to have a random deep conversation during the game.
I'm guilty of
Don't
that.
pick if you guys haven't talked all day, like if you've just been lazing around all day, that was perfect opportunity for you to have this deep conversation. Don't wait till the game is on to try to have a deep conversation about your relationship. It's not fair, ladies. It's not fair. So this is from my husband. Listen, I'm gonna tell you which ones are from my husband because I'm guilty of them, is why he said it. He says, "We know we aren't on the team, but for us, it's we."
Yes, guys, fellas, why do you all do that?
You're not
Why
on the team.
Man, we, and I'm
What did
like,
Alfred say?
oh, wrong time for deep conversation.
Right.
Yep.
So with my husband, he's like, man, we got 2 more games before we're in the playoffs, and I'll be like, you on the team?
You getting paid?
Well, did the paycheck come in yet? It's so, but it annoys him. I'll stop. For him to put that on the very short list he gave me means I need to stop doing it. You guys you're not on the team. It's so funny because it's just like, man, we need to do better, man. We need to tighten up. I'm like, but okay.
It's
only. Okay, there was I'll leave the inappropriate comment for afterwards. The end. No going for a team just because you like the colors.
I'm sorry. I think I've been guilty of that.
I remember I liked the Charlotte Hornets because I loved purple and the turquoise.
In high school?
I couldn't tell you if they were good back then.
I had me a little Charlotte Hornets jacket.
I had the coat. Thought I was, and it was actually like 5 sizes too big.
Mine too.
But I got it because it was the only one in that coat. But yeah, I guess that's not a good thing for you guys. Just like the team for a real reason, not because it's cute.
Yeah.
It's such a girl thing. No non-related sports talk.
Okay.
Know the terminology. TD, field goal, foul.
So that seems to be...
This one says, if my team loses, don't keep asking me if I'm mad. You know I'm mad.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's just so petty.
You guys know they're mad. They don't want
so
you to
petty.
console them. One also says, keep the refreshments coming. Well, I know. So
Like,
initially it's like, make your own refreshments.
Yeah,
But I
that's
will
where
say,
I was going.
but when it's basketball season, I do have like game food. Like I'll make dinner. If I know Travis going to be watching the game, I'll make game food, wings and potato wedges and, whatever I think he would like. I do that. I try to be there for him when it comes to the food and the drinks.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wifey. So a few of the other Facebook comments, and some of these we already discussed from the that we found online from our research. So only watch if you know something about the sport.
So if you don't, they're saying don't watch it. If you didn't do your homework, you're not invited.
No. And if it's his time with the fellas, let him have that. Yes, ladies, let your man have his time with the fellas. You don't have to be there all the time. Don't try to squeeze yourself in there.
Listen, if there are no other females around and you're at the house and everyone's at your house, all the guys are at your house, right? But there's no other females there, just bring the refreshments out or go find something to do with your girlfriends. It's really important. And it's not even to be like rude, but you guys, like when Michelle and I hang out, Travis isn't invited most of the time.
I mean, he tries.
He does try. No, he does try. He tries to hang out because we do have a good time. But just like sometimes you want your girl time, it's really important to allow the guys because they're going to be guys. Guys are going to. I feel like maybe some guys act differently if females are there, right? If the females aren't there, they have the liberty and the freedom to say what they want, act how they want, and have straight guy time. If you're there and you're providing, say, refreshments, okay, put it out on the table, go back, in a room and do something on your own. Just come out every once in a while and see if anything needs to be refilled.
Yep.
But if it's time for the guys, let them have that time. Just leave it alone.
So this seems to be some of these seem to be the common comments. Yeah, don't ask a million questions.
The most common one,
That's probably the most.
that one, and the other one was, if you do have to ask a question, ask during commercial.
During commercials. And I will say, okay, I'm guilty. I am guilty of trying to have discussions or ask questions when the game is on. I am guilty of that. And then also, changing the channel in between commercials.
Yeah, don't do that.
I do.
Just leave the commercials on. You want to know why? Oh, and another one was, don't walk in front of the TV while the game is on.
Chris?
I've done it before, but I don't do it all the time. And the changing the channel thing and the walking in front of the TV thing, if you make them miss a play, it's over. And don't let it be like a really good play that they missed. It's over. Have respect. Just think of if you're watching something and they walk in front of the TV, how would you feel? So I loved doing that, you guys. It was really funny.
That was great. Let's read
One
some
of the comments, I'm going to tell you the inappropriate comment. I'm not going to say the word. I'll leave the rest to your imagination. But he said the only thing taking me away from the game is ... And it does include.
And you can fill in the blank.
Yeah,
of whatever
it includes
think.
you, ladies. It includes another party.
So let's take a break. Let's take a look at some of the comments.
Yes, and then we also need to do a giveaway.
We're doing a giveaway today.
Every show we're going to give away. Right now we're going to give away until we get sponsors. We're going to give away gift cards. So every show, we're going to ask you a question from a previous show that you will only know the answer if you watched the show before. And the first person to answer that question on here in the comments gets the gift card. It's a gift.
That's right.
It's a good gift card.
That's right. So Terrell said, don't worry, some guys don't know about sports either.
I know a couple of guys. I was going to say names, but there are. Sports isn't every guy's thing. And that was another thing I was saying. If you're a female and you want to watch with your guy, or if if you're a guy and you have a group of guy friends and all of them are really into the sport and you're not, so you really don't hang out with them when they're during like the season.
Sports season. Mm-hmm.
These rules can apply for you as well. Go get familiar with the players and get familiar with the game, and then you'll feel okay to go in.
Marilyn said, you should never mix baseball players with football players. Know your stuff,
don't do
ladies.
it. Do your homework.
Know the major players and what sport they actually play.
Yes, please. Don't embarrass yourself.
Oh, and Belfer said, don't be popping up in the man cave for random reasons.
I would do that.
It's just him and the bras.
If we had a man cave, I could see myself knocking on the door or being like, hey, babe, do you know what ketchup is? Stupid stuff. Like, why are you
know what
in
a
here?
ketchup is.
And if you don't, find it. But I'm hanging out with my homeboys.
Lord.
That's hilarious. You guys, that was a lot of fun to do. I want to thank everyone who gave their comments. I really appreciate it, guys, for sending your comments in and your feedback. I was literally laughing out loud when I was getting these all together. It was hilarious. Okay, so any more comments you want to read, or do you want to go ahead and do the question?
No, right now we are going to do the question
From last week?
from the last show, the first show. So if you didn't watch that, make sure you catch that. But what we're going to ask is, what 2 oils did we say to use
In your beard.
in your beard?
We gave 2 oils. We did the beard. I was doing my husband's beard, and we were, who's that? Did someone answer already? It's
No.
okay. Hey, Bernard. Thank
Hi.
you. You just missed the fun. Well, it's all going to be fun, but you just missed
Go
the
back and
sports part, so you have to go back and watch it. It was really, really, really good. Who's that? Somebody? April!
April got it.
Dang, you in England. I got to pay for extra postage. That's not fair. April knows this stuff.
Ape, we got you. When you come here, when are you coming? And is she coming next year?
In April.
April, when you get here, April, we got you, okay?
Okay, we have to ask another question. April is in England. I don't know why it's weird.
All right, technical difficulties. We are back.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
I don't know
But
why.
April, we love you, but we got you when you get here in April 2017. Mwah.
Yay! So we want to ask another question. Let me think of one real quick because that's the one we prepared. Another question from last week would be, oh, what was the main ingredient in the facial scrub? April, no answering, April. What was the main ingredient of the facial scrub that Michelle did on my face last week? The main ingredient of the facial scrub. Whoever comes up with it first wins. Okay.
So while we're waiting,
While
we're
we're
gonna
waiting.
continue on.
Yes. So you guys, every week I want to talk to you guys about something encouraging, inspirational. That's just always where my heart is. I like to uplift others. And I have my own, I have a blog, if you don't know. I have a blog that I started, and the main part of that blog is the most popular part is what did Mom say? Pumpkin. Mom won. Michelle will bring your, I don't even know if that's fair, because was she at the house?
No, was she? No.
No, but she did watch.
Yeah, she watched it. She watched it.
So Michelle's going to come home with bring you your gift today, Mom. That's my godmother. Congratulations. What is April saying? Okay. So, you guys, I want to make sure that this is all a lot of fun. And it's always really important for me to uplift others, encourage others, because I know for myself that I oftentimes need that uplifting and that encouragement. And it's just a natural thing. I don't know if it's because that's how I was raised, but I am always encouraging and uplifting and supporting other people. So on my blog, you'll see that. Beautiful Us is my blogspot.com. And Michelle's actually starting a blog as well. She'll let you guys know more about that in the future. But I'm huge on that. So I try to give like tips, and these are just opinions of myself, things that I've come up with. Okay, so this one, I was thinking to myself, like, man, it's the end of the year,
End of the year.
Whereas there are two, when I thought about this, it was literally October 1st. I'm like, there are 3 months left in this year. And then it's like, oh no, I'm running out of time. What am I going to do with the rest of this year? I wanted to do this segment on basically how to, 5 tips on how to end your year just as strongly as you started it. And I said that because, when it's New Year's, it's like, vision board, New Year's resolutions.
Yep.
I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to join a gym. I'm going to eat healthier. I'm cutting out beef. I'm going to reach out to my relatives more. I'm going to start my business venture. I'm going to teach a class. It's a whole I'm going to finish my education. It's a long list of things that we come up with. And something about the beginning of the year, it makes you feel determined and really inspired to start something.
Yeah.
But then life happens. And then February comes, and then March, and every month that comes, you're not as hyped or excited about it, and it kind of falls off. Yeah. It happens to all of us. So tip number 1 is, if you have a vision board or New Year's resolutions, like a list, revisit them. I forgot what was on my vision board. I had to find my vision board, first of all. It was like rolled up under my desk.
Folded up, rolled up in my work bag.
Step 1, pull your vision board out. Remind yourself of what you had, what goals that you set for yourself this year. So tip number 1 is to revisit your vision board and your New Year's resolution list from the beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. Step number 2. Ask yourself why you haven't accomplished them. Is it money? Is it because you just haven't attempted? Is it because you don't have really a good support system? So say you want to go back to school and finish the last 2 classes of to get your degree, and you have children, and say you're a single parent and you don't really have a good support system to watch your children while you're in class.
Right.
But have you asked? Have you tried? So ask yourself, why haven't I done this? What obstacles, was it an obstacle? Was it a fear of failure? Because a lot of times we have a fear of failure and we're like,
absolutely,
I'm not going to do it this year. I'll do it next year. So step 2 is ask yourself why you haven't accomplished them. Step 3, tweak your goals. Create a plan on how you can at least start the goal. So something is better than nothing. No, you did not even start the goal. It's definitely not finished if you didn't start it, but it's not too late to start. So now we're changing our goal to start this goal. It's no longer I'm going to complete this task this year. It's I'm going to start this task before the end of the school year. That's a short-term goal. It's a probably more realistic goal than, maybe not, but it's probably a more realistic goal than what you have currently on your list.
So you have one big goal, break your larger goal into smaller goals, and then set, a timeline for it. Because a lot of times if you don't set a timeline, say, I'm going to complete this by,
right.
Because
October
30th,
you have to hold yourself.
You hold yourself accountable. Yeah.
Give yourself a due date. Like for assignments in school, there is a due date. So give yourself a due date. You can make, since you barely have, we have 2.5 months left. You can just say, I'm going to do these things by December 31st. Absolutely. That can be your due date for everything. So that step was tweak your goals. Something's better than nothing. Tip number 4 is reward yourself or give yourself an incentive for completing your goal. It could be a pair of shoes. It can be, you'll take yourself out to your favorite restaurant. It can be, I wouldn't say like a whole trip, because like if we're really for real, this is just you starting your goal.
This is Hawaii.
Right. Like, come on. Like, you didn't complete it. You started it. You switched your goal, started it. So give yourself, I think it's always really good to reward yourself when you finish something. Just like you reward your children when they do well in school, or I know when my husband gets new students for piano, I'm always like, good job, babe, and I'll go get him something just to congratulate him. So you want to give yourself an incentive or a reward. And then the last tip is just do it. Go for it. Sacrifice what you need to sacrifice to get it done.
And do it out. Doing it even if you're afraid.
Do it afraid. I have a t-shirt that says do it afraid.
Yeah.
Hashtag do it afraid. I should have done
Do it afraid.
Like the show. So I was planning this show, and I could probably plan forever, and I knew I wanted to do it.
That's me.
And so I was just like, I'm not going to just be sitting around planning, because number one, I don't want to one day wake up and have regrets that I never did it, because I know it can go somewhere. And then number two, it's like, what is the point of planning if you're not going to implement? So I told myself, this was probably the very end of September. I was like, you know what? October, we're just going to do it. And I have to start somewhere, and then every show will be better than the one before. So that's why we're here. Let's chat. That's it, you guys. I'm going to put those tips up. We're still getting our website together.
Yes.
Hopefully by the end of the week it'll be up, but these tips are on there. So revisit your vision board. Tip 1. Tip 2, ask yourself why you haven't accomplished them. That'll just give you a little more thought and how you can tweak your goal. No longer say, I'm going to finish this goal this year, but at least start it, because something's better than nothing. Why is the dog out here? Tip 4, wow, is reward yourself. Give yourself an incentive for completing your goal. Then tip 5 is just do it. Go for it. Sacrifice what you need to get it done.
Absolutely.
So I hope you guys got something from that.
I love that segment. That's
Thanks.
great. You
I'm
spoke
always going to
directly
do
to
it.
me.
I did? You did.
Yep.
Good. You need the card to remember?
No,
Okay.
no, got it.
Yes, I spoke to myself too. Like, there's some other goals that I want to do, but I'm just like, just do it, man. Just do it.
Yeah,
What's April
absolutely.
saying?
April is
Hashtag.
saying,
Oh.
April is saying that she has a mailbox and she pretty much needs her gift card.
Okay, April, we will send. Okay, first of all, it's a Starbucks gift card. Do you have Starbucks near your house in England? Answer that.
We waiting.
We'll wait for April to answer. You can do some of this.
So in the meantime, we want to, as we bring our show to a close, we do want to highlight a business, awesome business. Her name is Cindy
RC.
Cindy RC, and she.
How about you tell them what Cindy made us when we went to her house the other day?
Okay, so we actually went and met with Cindy at her house on last
Thursday.
week. Yes, it was Thursday of last week. She is the most hospitable person
You don't even know.
that I have ever met outside of myself. We got there. She had the whole table spread lined up. She had like a little tablescape. I mean, we were just going there to kind of,
We were going to mingle. Like, she
Yes.
invited us to, she already had friends that were coming over.
Right.
And so she had invited us to come over as well. So, so we went over, and when we, on the table, she was cooking us a meal, right? She had a tablecloth on the table.
she had a tablecloth.
And then what did we have? The
So we
appetizer,
each,
it was like to eat.
well, why don't you get to the tablescape first?
Oh.
So we had little notebooks. So each setting had notebooks
Oh, I'll
and
show
the
you mine.
sticky pads, white post-it notes made.
Because why did she say white? Do you remember? She was like, because yellow are basic.
Yes.
Yellow Post-its are
Yellow
basic.
post-its
and we're not
are basic. We're not basic, so we get the
These
white.
are the
So
little
those notebooks
she gave us. It says notes on it. You can throw it in your purse. Guys, you can carry it in your back pocket.
She had a little setup of, I think it was chicken, some type of chicken dip with some not fries, but chips, right?
Yep, chicken salad and 2 different types. Chips.
Yes.
Like, so you had options of what you want to dip it out with.
Okay, so for the main course, she fed us shrimp and grits.
And I rededicated my life to Christ right after I took the first bite.
She fed us shrimp and grits in these cute little, I want to say dainty dishes. They were so cute. But of course I couldn't eat the grits. But that's okay because she made me a side of some delicious sauteed vegetables. It was like zucchini.
We also had
squash.
crab cake balls.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So shrimp and grits with everything in the grits. Crab cake balls, and then the zucchini squash.
Yes, zucchini, squash, onion mix. It was amazing. Cindy, we love you.
Because she gave us dessert
We love you.
as well. And we had tarts. We do love you. Tarts and coffee, and it was great. So while we were over there, there were 3 ladies over there, and they were, it was basically a planner meetup. Cindy has a company. I have my planner. Cindy introduced me to planning. This is my planner that Cindy gifted me. And you guys, it's not like your ordinary planner. This is like,
Hi, Cindy.
it's kind of like planner meets scrapbooking.
Planner meets crafter. That's exactly what it
Is that what it is?
Yes, it's like planner meets crafter. But and I guess you
And
could
scrapbooking.
use it scrapbooking as well.
So things like this. There's this sticker. You're probably not going to be able to see it that well. It's a black girl with big hair. But she has a company and a store, online store, called the Queen P. Her
P.
Instagram and Periscope is the Queen P. And she specializes in planner, stickers, and classes to help you with your planner. Let me tell you guys, my planner is a 2016-2017 planner, and it has a place for each week. Oh, I wish you guys could see this. I got to figure out how to let you guys see stuff more. Each week, and then it also has the entire calendar. But Cindy, and I'm not saying stickers like, I think yesterday I was like, not like My Little Pony stickers. She made us personalized stickers for the show.
Yep.
Let's Chat stickers. Ugh, can you see? Oh, it's probably backwards. We talked about that. Let's Chat stickers. She also made me some stickers for my other company called Beautiful Us. It's a girl with an afro that looks just like me. I don't know if you can see it.
Cute.
We'll figure that. I'll do pictures. But she can personalize your stickers. She also has, these are her company stickers. This is her business card called the Queen P. And her Instagram is, so the Queen P is the THE_ Queen, QUEEN _ PPEA, like the food, the Queen P. Cute,
So I just
right?
posted it on the comments.
She just put it on the comments. You can't see that. I don't even know why I keep trying.
But please go to her page. She's on Instagram.
Periscope.
On Periscope. Cindy, are you also on Facebook?
Her website is thequeenp.com.
Okay.
No underscores.
So let me put that in there.
And she actually has in the DMV area, you guys, in Alexandria, Virginia, she has a class on October the 26th at 6:30 at the Michaels. She has a lot of releases coming up, so please go follow her on Instagram, follow her on Periscope, and she can help you before you go buying a whole bunch of random stuff. Cindy can help you. Really, you will tell her what you are looking for, kind of give her an idea of what type of, how busy your life is, what lifestyle, if you have a pet, because I have a pet, and she actually has stickers like, oh, where is it at? Grooming day, whatever you need. I feel like Cindy said that she can personalize what you need. But before you go buying a lot of stuff, do a consultation with her. Link up with her on the social media. And you do not have to be local. You guys, there's video chat, there's Hangouts, there's Skype. She can do a consultation over the phone, over video chat. But you don't understand, when you have a lot going on, it is really important to stay organized.
It's vital. I mean, it's like
you have to stay organized. If you have kids, I'm going to always say that because I have 3, and they're into sports. My daughter has Girl Scouts on this Monday. The boys have Boy Scouts every Friday. Sometimes they have different events. I have things. Michelle and I meet at least twice a week for Let's Chat. All that stuff can go in one place. Mm-hmm. I do have a Google's calendar, but it's kind of like if I don't scroll all the way down, I can miss something. And then make it. Guys, you can plan. It doesn't have to have stripes and flowers. You can get a plain brown planner. Jonathan Wright, I don't know if he's watching right now, but he has a business. He can use a planner for his business meetings.
Yeah.
It's really, really important, adults and children, to stay organized. And Cindy Arce, the Queen P, can help you do that. I want to make sure I gave all her information out. Online store is called The Queen P, www.thequeenp.com. Okay. Instagram and Periscope is _Queen_PEA, like you eat peas, PEA, not PEE. And let's see. And I mentioned, she says if you go to her store and you do want to, if you just want to buy something and see the quality of her stickers, or you think it's a good idea, or if you already have a planner and you want to add to it, go to her store and you get 10% off and use the code. Michelle's going to put it in the comments. Beautiful Us. It's BEAUTYFUL US. That's going to be the code that you use to get your 10% discount. This is only for the live viewers, you guys. If you're watching during the replay, it's probably going to be too late. I don't know how long she's going to keep that going. So it's Beautiful Us is the code. TheQueenP.com is her website. And please go and support Cindy. Here's the deal. I did a video yesterday. I talked about support system. I'm releasing a blog post on my personal blog next week about your support system. You guys, we have to support one another.
Absolutely.
If you are doing something, you will want someone to support you. It's really, really important. You don't know. It's a lot of work to put yourself out there, and then to have no one support you, it's kind of discouraging. So it's good to support one another, and don't do it just because you're like, well, if I help her, she'll help me. It's not even about if I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Right.
Just do it because that's what you should do. You should support if it's something that's not against your, what you believe. I'm not saying go support if someone's starting their porn business, like you're sharing their porn videos. I'm not saying like stuff like that. But support one another. It's so important. We want to thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you guys for watching. Any last comments, Michelle?
Just thank you all for joining us today on our second episode. We really appreciate it. We love you all.
Our website will be up soon. And you have the music going. Our website will be up soon. We have our Instagram and our Facebook. Make sure to like our Facebook page. We're transitioning, you guys. I'm trying to filter you guys. You can stay my friend on my page, but I'm trying to filter you guys for this type of stuff, so where we can do the live videos from the Let's Chat Show. So Instagram is Let's Chat Show, Facebook is Let's Chat Show, Periscope is Let's Chat Show. We're going to be getting our YouTube live channel up soon. Our website, we're hoping to get that up really, really, really soon. Yes. And did you Snapchat?
Snapchat, Let's Chat Show.
Pretty much Let's Chat Show on Twitter is Let's Chat Show.
Except for the zero.
Except the O, like somebody already had Let's Chat Show, so the O in show is a zero. So it'll be on, you'll be able to get all that from our stuff. Yeah. We're going to go. Thanks for watching. Make some cocoa. And ladies, rewind or come back and watch this video before you go watching and messing up one of your guys' games, okay? All right, you guys.